So guys, new video today. I'm gonna just make a little disclaimer before making the video. You know, I just want to say real quick, truth is truth, and I really don't, as much as I care about people's hearts. I don't want to sugarcoat anything like anymore. I don't want to run past or like skip through any topics anymore. Like I said in the video before, I'm done doing that. Um, because I'd rather people, be happy in heaven, but mad on me on earth, but, mad at me in hell, but happy on earth, all because I tickled their ears, you feel me? Because I'd rather people just be mad at me for telling them the truth, but yet accepting Jesus later in life, than to be, mad at me in hell, all because I didn't tell them the truth. So, and it's not like I really, I never really care about people's opinion anyway. So, without further ado, get straight into the topic. So, a couple weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, I was on YouTube and I saw this notification from Isaiah Saldivar. Go watch him, by the way, he's really good. And it was a video, it was like a live stream reaction video. And he was reacting to a video that he's seen on YouTube, YouTube Kids, like the app for kids that's on YouTube. And for some reason, the first video he saw was kids interview a non-binary, or it's like the other way around, I forget. And I was like, okay, I might as well just watch it. It caught my attention. I was like, this is interesting. So, what I'm saying, I'll watch it. And let me just say this: the more I watched it, the more disturbing the video got. And I'm gonna explain that in a minute. But so I watched the video, and they going on and stuff. They was introducing themselves, you feel me? And I really can't explain it. It's like the first few seconds of the video, I felt really off. Like, just in the first few seconds, I'm like, something ain't right with this video. Like, I really felt that, like, something is not right. Like, something is off. So, and here goes the disturbing part. So they get into the interview, and I remember there was this one little girl, and the person who was interviewing the kids or whatever, asking kids the question, it was like a non-binary chick. And I was like, okay. So one of the parts that was disturbing to me was, the non-binary chick asked the girl, do you know why you're here? The little girl said no. And the reason it bothered me is because she didn't know why she was there. She didn't have no clue. She was just, her parents just took her there. And that was really weird to me. And yeah, let me say this too. The reason why the video was so disturbing to me is because it's just the way she was asking the questions. It was the way she was going about what she was talking about. Like, I may link it. If you watch the video, it was almost as if she was, because it was way too specific the way she was asking the questions. Like, she asked, like, these two kids sitting like each side of her, like, why do you think they, like, the men hunted animals over the women? And the boy just simply answered, because the men are stronger. And then she said, well, don't you think the woman wanted a chance to hunt too? He was like, no. And I was like, well, this kid's telling more truth than she is. And what really like felt off to me is like, it was almost as if she was trying to like rewire their mind, like trying to like brainwash them, trying to like to make them rethink like their mentality. And I don't know if anyone else notices this, but this world is like really agenda driven. Like, this world is really, like, I can't be the only one seeing this. Like, it's so sus. Like, every time I'm on, it's like anything on social media, like Instagram, mainly YouTube and TikTok, I've been seeing like a little pattern going on. And the most disturbing thing about this, agenda driven thing I'm seeing is how specific it is. And the target is always children. It's always children. I can't be the only one seeing this. It's always kids. And what they push on them is like, LGBTQ community. Try to push on them, say, oh, do you think you gay? They try to push on them, making them think something that they're not, like the identification thing. And, like I said, it's like really agenda driven. It's really specific. It's really, the best way I could say is misleading. And let me mention this, because I know some people think, oh, this is a Christian talking about this. I know there's been people, in this world in the past, even today, where people be like, don't force your religion down my throat. And I had people talk to me like this before. They say, don't force your religion down my throat. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me how to live my life. Don't tell me, God loves me and this happened. It's basically like, don't force your religion on me. I'm gonna keep the buck with y'all. Unfortunately, I've been seeing more Christians quiet than ever. So I don't know where y'all getting that saying from. If anything, I've been seeing the government, I've been seeing LGBT community, I've been seeing all of them other stuff, forcing stuff, way more than any Christian I've seen in years. And I'm only 19. You feel me? Like, I grew up in the church. I've seen a lot of stuff. And as far as I'm concerned, I have not seen any Christian force anything on people. If anything, it's the other way around. And like I said in the video before, it's really hypocritical in this world. It is so funny to me how this world instantly pushes off Christianity. Anything else gets forced on. It gets, subliminal messages. It's just non-stop hypocrisy. Non-stop. And you know what? Because I've been thinking too, so many things has been happening in this world. Like I said, the devil, he's not hiding no more. But neither is God, and God was never hiding to begin with, because God ain't scared no one. He God. You feel me? And we're in a generation now where God is like, exposing these companies. He's exposing, Disney especially. He's exposing, certain leaders of the world. He's exposing, companies a lot. He's exposing a lot of things. And I'm really happy that, God is doing that, because they can't keep thinking, oh, we're just going to hide behind, like, these agendas and think like no one's thinking like, we're doing something wrong. Literally, like, we're living in a time. If people say like, oh, there's nothing wrong with today, you must be blind. Because I'm going to give you an example. I just mentioned Disney, right? Did y'all really have to include the lesbian scene in there? Like, did you really have to in a kid's movie? Did you? Was that really necessary? You tell me if that's not an agenda being forced on kids. You tell me that's not subliminal messages. Really, like, you tell me that. Because that's literally unnecessary. Did they have to include that? No, they didn't. But they did. Why? Because they're attacking kids. They're attacking children. They're attacking a certain specific age to where, they got a little army going on. You feel me? And don't get me wrong, God is raising up his army. You know what I'm saying? God not playing either. God not playing. He been raising up kids. He been raising up teenagers like me. And he's going to raise up you one day if you let him. You feel me? And I feel like most of y'all y'all gonna encounter God. I got that feeling. Yes, a lot of y'all gonna encounter God. I don't know how, but y'all take hint to that. I just felt that many of y'all gonna encounter him. But back to the video, you know what I'm saying? At this point, you really can't deny what's going on in this world. And if you do, you're being plain ignorant to what's happening. And like I said before, there's been a lot of evidence for the Bible. God's been showing his existence for months, like in a powerful way. He's been he's been showing up and showing out, to be honest with y'all. And the fact that people still say there is no God, there's no devil, at this point, like, all I can say is open your eyes. And if you don't, that is plainly on you. Literally, that is on you. Because people like me, people like Isaiah Saldivar, people like Jalen Wilson, Daniel Adams, we've been trying to open people's eyes for a minute. And if you don't want to open your eyes now, you're going to be sorry later. And that's not a threat. That's a warning. And I wouldn't warn you, just to make you scared. Like, I do this because I care. Because I was the person who was deceived. I was the person who, didn't want nothing to do with God. I thought I was free outside of God. Until God showed me I was actually a slave outside of him. When you got Jesus, you free from sin. You free from cycles. You free from depression. You free from feeling sad every day. You free from that when you accept God. You feel me? And, I'm not the only one who's like, have that thought of, God just wants to ruin my life. God just wants to make life miserable for me. He just wants me to follow all these rules. That's not what God is asking for from you. All he's asking for is just your heart. He don't want nothing else but your heart. He don't want 10 worship songs a day. He don't want you to read a bunch of chapters, you know what I'm saying? There's no wrong with worshiping. There's no wrong with reading the Bible. My point is, he doesn't want your works. He wants your heart. He wants your faith. He wants you. He wants a relationship with you. Don't think God is just after, you know, you making him look good, right? He's God. He don't need no one to, like, you know, worship him. And maybe think, well, why does God want me to worship him? It's not for his benefit. It's for ours. And matter of fact, I'm going to put that in another video, because I had to learn that myself. Worship is more than we think. But anyway, back to the topic, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually end it off right here. I say all this to, you know, to just say, open your eyes to what's happening. Open your eyes and really dig deep. And so what if people call you a conspiracy theorist or whatever? Don't listen to them. Don't let them keep your eyes shut. Open your eyes to what's really happening. Because I had to see this for myself. It's disturbing what's happening out here. It's sickening. It's sickening. It really is. But, you know, I can't force you. God can't force you. No one can force you. You just have to see for yourself, right? You got to see for yourself. I had to see for myself. Even when I tried to close out my ears to it and just, you know, cover my face like, oh, I don't want to listen to that. What I thought was mumbo jumbo is actually eye-opening truth. It was actually eye-opening truth. So with that being said, you know, pray you have a blessed week in Jesus' name.